The Creepy Neighbor. Once upon a time, in the quiet suburban town of Ravenswood, there lived a man named Edgar Grey. He was known simply as the Creepy Neighbor by the children of the neighborhood, who for years had spoken in hushed tones about the strange occurrences surrounding his eerie Victorian house. One gloomy evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the empty streets, a group of adventurous friends decided to investigate the mysteries that shrouded the creepy neighbor's residence. Sarah, Jake, and Emma, armed with flashlights and hearts pounding with curiosity, approached the wrought iron gate that guarded the path to the ominous house. The garden, overgrown with twisted vines, seemed to whisper secrets as the trio get closer to the front door. Edgar's windows were perpetually dark, like the eyes of a creature lurking in the shadows. As they reached the porch, the wind carried a chilling breeze, making the creaking floorboards beneath them even more unsettling. Daring each other with nervous glances, they hesitated before Emma pressed the doorbell, its ominous echo piercing the silence. Moments passed like hours, until, unexpectedly, the heavy door slowly creaked open, revealing only darkness within. The friends exchanged uneasy glances, but fueled by a mix of fear and curiosity, stepped into the abyss. The air inside felt thick and oppressive, and the only sound was the distant sound of a radio playing an old lullaby tune. The source of the melody seemed to shift, leading them deeper into the corridors of the house. Portraits of people long gone decorated the walls, their eyes following the intruders with an unsettling intensity. As they reached the grand staircase, a flickering light drew them to the basement door. Hesitation lingered, but the eerie melody seemed to beckon them downward. The stairs creaked under their weight, and a putrid odor hung in the air as they descended. In the dim light of a single bulb, they discovered a room filled with dusty, cracked dolls, each one resembling a child from the neighborhood. Frozen in terror, they realized the unsettling truth. Edgar Grey had been capturing the essence of the children, trapping their souls within the dolls. Suddenly, the basement door slammed shut. Panicked, they turned to see the dolls' eyes glowing eerily. In unison, the dolls whispered a haunting warning.
Leave this place or become one of us.
Leave
this place.
Leave.
The friends sprinted toward the stairs, chased by the echoes of sinister laughter. As they reached the top of the basement stairs, they found Edgar Grey standing at the entrance, his eyes gleaming with an otherworldly intensity. His presence sent a shiver down their spines, freezing them in place.
Leaving so soon?
He sneered, a sinister grin spreading across his face. The dolls on the basement shelves seemed to echo his twisted amusement.
Leaving so soon?
Sarah, Jake, and Emma exchanged terrified glances, realizing that Edgar was not just a creepy neighbor, but something far more malicious. As if sensing their fear, Edgar raised his hand, and the dolls began to levitate, encircling the intruders.
You trespassed where you don't belong.
Edgar intoned, his voice a haunting melody.
Now, you'll join my collection, forever bound to these lifeless vessels.
The friends, paralyzed by an unseen force, were drawn toward the dolls, their essence slowly merging with the haunting figures. The room pulsed with an eerie energy as the dolls absorbed their very souls. Just as the transformation seemed inevitable, a distant sound pierced the air, a child's laughter. The dolls faltered, and Edgar's menacing grin twisted into a snarl. A faint glow emanated from the dolls as they released their captives, who stumbled backward, gasping for breath. Edgar, now enraged, gestured toward the dolls, commanding them to seize the intruders. But the child's laughter grew louder, echoing through the house like a protective charm. The dolls, once menacing, now seemed feeble, their once glowing eyes flickering. In a burst of courage, the friends made a dash for the front door. Edgar, realizing he was losing control, lunged at them, but the child's laughter intensified, pushing him back. The dolls, once his obedient minions, crumbled into lifeless porcelain. As Sarah, Jake, and Emma burst through the front door, they were greeted by the reassuring glow of the streetlights. The child's laughter faded, leaving only the echoes of their harrowing encounter with the creepy neighbor. Edgar, defeated and powerless, watched from the doorway as the friends fled into the safety of the night. In the nights that followed their harrowing encounter with Edgar Grey, the three friends, Sarah, Jake, and Emma, found themselves haunted by vivid nightmares. In the realm of dreams, the dolls, once lifeless and shattered, came to life again. Porcelain eyes glowed with an otherworldly light as they whispered eerie melodies that echoed through the corridors of the friends' subconscious minds. Each night, the trio would find themselves drawn back to that malevolent basement, the air thick with the scent of ancient decay. The dolls, now reanimated in their dreams, encircled them, their ghostly laughter intertwining with the eerie notes of an unseen music box. The friends would wake in cold sweats, their hearts pounding, only to be greeted by the reassuring emptiness of their rooms. But as the days passed, the line between dreams and reality blurred. Shadows seemed to dance in the corners, and the faint sound of children's laughter lingered in the air. The legend of the dolls became a story passed down among the neighborhood children, a tale of bravery and the thin veil that separates the waking world from the mysteries that linger in the shadows of the night.